Loving greetings and a sunny South African welcome to all our viewers, guests and friends. My name is Thabiso Toka and I'm joining you today from the Future Africa campus at the University of Pretoria. And the future, your future, will be the topic of conversation during our time this morning. And what a conversation it will be, hey? Especially given the amazing lineup of speakers, presenters and storytellers we have invited along. Prof Human is with me in the studio, soon to be joined by our postgraduate students Sipho Jutwa, Bonanle Eneng and Rivando Swanepoel, each with his or her own unique background and context, but all of them united by their experiences in and loyalty to the Faculty of Theology and Religion at UP. Now, if its mission statement is to be believed, this historic faculty advances life-affirming theologies through teaching that is constructive, critical, relevant, contextual, and engaging, through quality, collaborative, interdisciplinary, and transdisciplinary research, through nurturing transformative leaders that serve the academia and society, through fostering justice, peace, and the flourishing of human life, through creating a space for interreligious dialogue, and through engaging critically with religious and historical texts. Well, my goodness, Prof Human, that is quite the ambitious agenda you have set for yourselves in the Faculty of Theology and Religion. Please share with us a little bit more about the people, places, and programs that make it all possible. Prof Human.
Thank you for the introduction, Thabiso, on behalf of the faculty. This is really one of the most well-respected and highly rated faculties of its kind in the world. It is also the oldest, most established and largest residential faculty in the country. Although we are focused on Christian theology and founded on the Christian religion, we present a context for understanding and appreciating many different faith traditions. By learning about cultural and spiritual diversity as well as how to be of service to humanity, through the universal values of peace and love and tolerance, kindness and welfare in society, we seek to add value to our world. This is how we live the UP way. The UP way is how we provide our students with high-quality teaching and learning support systems, which help folks just like you to graduate on time as creative and critical thinkers, ready for the world beyond university with the skills and knowledge needed to land your first job or start your career. The UP way is how we positively impact the divine created order by transforming lives and uplifting society. Our faculty is your home if you want to understand how different religious ideas came about and how different faiths can change the world to make it a better place for all. We ask exciting questions, unravel new ones through research and debate, and the merits of many ideas in engaging and welcoming space. By joining the Faculty of Theology and Religion at UP, you can become more than you ever imagined, an agent of transformation and a graduate who embodies respect and service, charity and goodwill towards all. We hope you will consider joining our beloved community one day soon.
So, Prof, I appreciate what you said about joining this beloved community. Let me ask you, when did you start your own journey at UP?
Thabiso, it was about 40 years ago that I enrolled as a student at the University of Pretoria. I was here as a student, a postgraduate student. I started my career as a junior lecturer, and thereafter I became a lecturer and a professor. So for many years I'm engaging in the lives of students and also the lives of other students in the university. I have seen a generation going out and a vibrant new generation also coming into this faculty. So this is really a privilege to have shared the lives of so many people touching with theology and religion.
Well, thank you, Prof. From what you're saying, you've been here for quite some time. But how has the faculty changed in that time, and what sets it apart today?
Tabiso, this faculty changed totally during my lifetime. It is as if one page was changed over. Initially, it was one faculty where two church partners taught their students to become pastors. That faculty developed into a new faculty which we can call a multi-church or ecumenical faculty, where almost 35 church group denominations study at the university. There are about 6 churches who let their students study here for their education as pastors. So it changed totally, and I think that today we blend into a society and country which is much more inclusive, where we address the needs and the theologies and the values of all our people in the country. And this is a space where I think people can develop to go out and participate and to be critical thinkers, but most of all, I think to guide people to heal lives and also to see that people have a better life.
All right. I like that, Prof. And I have one last question for you. Tell us more about the students you have worked with over the years. From where do they come and where do they typically go when they complete their degrees?
Tabiso, I had the privilege also to work in the first part of my career in the Faculty of Humanities when I presented biblical studies, which means that I have dealt with not only theological students, but with students from all faculties at the University of Pretoria. That means that I engaged over the years with not only pastors and ministers of religion, but also with psychologists or sociologists, people who are also engaged in human resources, lawyers, poets and musicians, and I think one can mention about all kinds of careers, because people are interested in thinking of how the divine, how God is involved in their lives, and how does it make sense also to be religious, and how can religion also heal lives. You know, religion can also be very dangerous. It can kill people's lives, but we focus on how religion can heal people's lives and bring wellness and well-being in society.
Thank you very much, Prof. We really do appreciate you being part of our program today. You know, there was a time where I also joined, I was part of the beloved community, and now as a graduate of theology and religion at UP, I can affirm all the things that Prof has shared. But in case you need to hear it from some folks who are still on campus in the mix and diligently working towards their own academic finish lines, let's welcome our postgraduate students into the conversation. It is good to have you with us today. Thank you for taking this time to come along and participate in our discussion. Now, let me start with Swanepoel. Tell us why you chose to study through this faculty, and in what department are you registered?
Well, I'll start off with the last question. The department that I come from is the Old Testament and Hebrew Scriptures department. Where I'm doing my master's there. It's been an interesting journey, very fascinating in terms of the research that I'm doing. But to go into the first question, though, as to why I came here, or why I'm studying through the faculty. Well, it's all like about my context, where I come from the Cape Provinces, reading through my history, as we know about the frontier wars and everything. And what I noticed there was that there was a lot of involvement of religion in there. And that when I looked in all the way into, say, during the apartheid times and all of that, and I realized that religion was very much a thing there. But it was only when I read through the writings of the 1970s that I came across now a thing called theology. So one would understand black theology. So in that, then my interest just grew from there. And in studying all of that, I realized that there were fundamentals that are there in terms of our histories and our lives. And one of those actually had to do with theology and religion. And in my readings as well, I also realized that in the medieval period, theology was regarded as the queen of the sciences, and philosophy was also regarded as her handmaid, which is now like theology. So that has brought me all the way then like to UP, because at the time I applied here, which was 2018. UP was ranked, which is now the Faculty of Theology and Religion, was ranked number 1 in Africa, at least according to some of the writings that I saw there, and it was number 12 in the world, I believe. So that has thrown me in there. And what has also kept me after doing my undergrad in here was when I was engaging with Professor Groenewald and later on Professor Human, who has a long list of students he's supervised over the years. And but I came across one of the students who actually was doing what I'd always been interested in. Now, how you bring about the debate around theology and philosophy and all of that, So I've been doing that. And the department has really been helpful in terms of assisting me in that regard. And the university at large, because the university gives you a lot of opportunities. But the faculty and the department particularly, which have given me like opportunities to be a tutor as well, So those things I draw then to be part of the postgraduate community in the faculty, say that not only are you learning so much, because I spend a lot of my time just reading. It's even hard to write now because I keep coming across new things, and the research itself is just on another level as well, because the university has produced so many scholars, and I now hope to be one of those respected scholars at some point, because it's some great names that have come through. So yes, so that is that, overall, to say that that's the initial part, undergrad, and then postgrad as well, particularly postgrad, because now you get to open up and practice what you've been taught, over the years and stuff, and like kind of develop your own identity, if you will, especially with the support. I can't stress it enough that I've gotten so much support, because what I'm doing, the research I'm doing, is almost innovative in a way, because it's controversial in a sense, So, but so that's just my story then, in a nutshell.
Well, thank you for that. But as it turns out, we have a brilliant summary of this department to share with our viewers. Have a look.
Old Testament studies is the most exciting study field among the courses of theology and religion. This is not a boring subject recounting history and names and dates, but a stimulating exploring of life and life-related theology. World-class scholars teach undergraduate courses at UP. The subject helps people to become pastors and ministers of religion. But this is not all. It equips those interested in the ancient world and the ancient religions to build capacity to become religious advisors, public opinion makers, social and political critics, activists, teachers, informed leaders, practitioners, scholars, and many more. The most important feature of Old Testament studies is to let you think critically. Critically about yourself, your world, others, the Bible, and religion. This way of thinking lets you grow. Furthermore, to build the future means that you should know how people dealt with life issues in the past and in ancient times. Why are good people suffering? How can society deal with personal and social injustice or corruption? What should we say about homosexuality, homophobia, ecological pollution, and other contentious societal issues? Is there a way to deal with trauma? Is sex wrong and sinful? These and other questions we address by contemplating literature from the Pentateuch, prophetical texts, psalms, and other writings. Our didactic focus is to collaborate with other disciplines, to be rooted in our context, especially our African context, and to breed inclusivity. A special treasure is that we teach people a variety of approaches and methods to interpret the Bible and religious texts. This is illuminating and liberating. Old Testament and Hebrew scriptures is internationally rooted with scholars and institutions all over the world. Our national and international conferences, numerous foreign research associates and extraordinary professors, international publications and collaboration projects all build the capacity of the department's personnel to supervise postgraduate students on a variety of themes from the Old Testament. Fields of speciality are Pentateuch, prophets, Psalms, Qumran studies, and African contextual hermeneutics. This is indeed a leading department of Old Testament and Hebrew scriptures in Africa in discussion with global scholars.
Yes, but of course, one good department does not make a great faculty. So let's hear from another one of our panelists, Bolanle Enning, and where exactly her postgraduate work is rooted at UP. Bolanle, you are welcome.
Thank you, Tabi.
Please tell us the department to which you belong and what degree you are pursuing, and also what your experience at UP has made all the time and energy required of you worthwhile.
Fantastic question. Thank you. So I am currently studying for my PhD. I'm a doctoral candidate with the Department of Practical Theology. I absolutely love it. You know why? In this university, I have grown. I came in with a lot of, academic background was not even in theology, so I'm a crossover into theology. I did real estate management in my undergrad days, and then I really wanted to learn a bit more. My focus is a lot around family studies. I believe that the society is as strong as its weakest family, and I found a huge home here in UP. The support in this university is phenomenal. Now, obviously, I'm juxtaposing it with somewhere else, okay? And a great university I'm coming from. But the support here is brilliant. Where do you start from? Is it from our information specialist, Christine Nell, super amazing. Our administrator, head of admin, Kathy Sandys, shockingly brilliant. You know, like she is so in tune with the students and the things that we need. And my supervisor, or the people that I've been in touch with, Professor Yolanda Dreyer, Malanel, and so many professors and doctors and people that I've been in touch with in this faculty have been phenomenal. I think that one of the greatest choices anyone can make is to study theology, and maybe practical theology here at the University of Pretoria, because it's not just the knowledge, it's actually how current the research is, it's how you are taught through, it's how you are supported through. You see, because my focus also is children and young people. And these are the people who make our world. Kids are not the future, they're today, they're today's world. And in this, my journey, now doing my doctoral studies, I have grown, I have learned. There's so much to glean, not just from the experiences of your peers, but the experiences of our, the superiors, the supervisors and the lecturers. It's really been a phenomenal experience for me.
Oh, thank you for that. Couldn't have said it better myself. So thank you for that. Rivandu, as our last presenter, thank you for your patience. As our final guest presenter, I wonder if you could tell the viewers what you are doing now, and will you continue to use your training that you got from the Faculty of Theology to bring about change in your community?
Thank you, Toby. So yes, I'm currently doing my final year, which is a practical year after finishing my undergrad and my master's courses. I'm currently doing my final year at a church right here in Pretoria. And hopefully at the end of this year, I'll be eligible to be ordained as a minister in the Dutch Reformed Church. In my denomination, as is the case in many others, preaching the gospel stands central. So the training I got at the Faculty of Theology and Religion really equipped me with the necessary exegetical, hermeneutical, as well as homiletical skills to do just that. And additionally, it also gave me the necessary sensitivity to make use of liturgy in my sermons as well, which I do think is a really great start, at least for life in ministry.
So what kind of transformational impact are you having where you are planted currently?
In a more visible or rather tangible way, I might say the university and the Faculty of Theology and Religion has empowered me to, in some small way, empower other people as well. The church I'm currently working at has a working partnership with a local NGO that helps marginalized women, and they give these women assistance in the form of a car wash. We started there. So I am managing this car wash weekly and helping these ladies to just basically look after their own families in this small way. It's a highly missional car wash, I would say. So yeah, just from that perspective, I think we are really making a difference, however small, in our local community.
Well, thanks for that. And with a career like that, just getting started, I'm not sure why anyone would want to study anything or anywhere else. You have blessed us today. We appreciate you coming along and participating in this conversation. We also appreciate those of you who have been a part of our time together from afar. I trust it was informative, and I hope you have found new reasons to explore the prospect of a new future, a bright future, with the Faculty of Theology and Religion at UP, where you can come as you are, if only you are prepared to leave a better version of yourself someday. Once again, I am Thabiso Toka, broadcasting from the Future Africa campus at the University of Pretoria. Check out this video from our Center for Faith and Community. I bid you goodbye.
South Africa is a beautiful society, but it's also a deeply wounded society. Injustice, violence, the exclusion of the majority of people still define us. We cannot escape issues of race, gender, and inequality. The Center for Faith and Community is wrestling with how faith can be a powerful resource for healing and justice. Being particularly concerned with the most vulnerable members of our society, we also critique the kinds of faith that contribute to ongoing violence, injustice, and exclusion. Located in the Faculty of Theology and Religion at the University of Pretoria, the Center serves as a bridge to a range of other disciplines, working with architects, geographers, medical and social work students to build a healthy society together. We connect research and students to some of our city's most challenged communities. Our vision as a center is for healthy communities through the formation of community and faith-based leaders. How do we do that? We offer more than 30 courses to pastors and community leaders, and those wanting to specialize in urban transformation, healing and counseling, youth development, missional leadership, or coaching. We develop a bouquet of courses in community development. Our research is always in and with communities and offers exciting opportunities to turn theory into practice and to allow practice and the context to transform theory. Our research engages issues of faith in the city, homelessness, social justice and reconciliation, theologies with children, spirituality in healthcare, and sustainable communities. The city is our classroom and the voices of the city are teachers. So join in with the Center for Faith and Community and be part of a great adventure as we work with many people of good faith and goodwill through our teaching and research for the healing and the transformation of our communities.